Welcome back to Daddy's Toy Box. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations, Titan's Return, Voyager class Galvatron. And just to kind of show you guys the some of the play features with this line, I've got Nucleon, the headmaster or Titan Master for Galvatron, stowed away inside of Skull Smasher. But we'll get him out of there. And take a look at him. Alright, so this is Nucleon. This is the Titan Master for Galvatron. And hope you guys can see here, but you've probably seen this guy once or twice before. He's pretty much a small Megatron. And that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, there's not much paint on this guy. I believe that the car version is going to feature better paint. Here on the back you can see the face. Pretty nice face sculpt and similar to Megatron as well. Real quick, I'm going to transform the Titan Master. Just folding his arms down and folding him in half. I do really like the face sculpt on this Titan Master. Pretty reminiscent of Megatron as well. And just pretty cool head sculpt. So I'm going to pop that on Galvatron, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and get my only gripe with this figure out of the way here at the beginning. And I do think that the head sculpt like this, without the mask, if you want to call it that, doesn't look too bad. And I almost rather that they would have painted some purple around the face here. And I think that might look better than what the gimmick is. But we'll go ahead and look at that. Pull this piece on his chest out. And the mask pops up. From the angle we're looking at it right now, it doesn't look too bad. But upon closer inspection, it starts to not look so great, because the Titan Master sits too far back behind this piece. Get a side view and you can see better what I'm talking about. He might even be, actually he's a lot closer now than what he's been in the past to being up against the piece that pops out of his chest. So it looks okay, but like I said, I think they could have done something different here. And you know, I almost would have been happier if he wasn't a headmaster and he didn't have the gimmick here and was just a regular unremovable head for Galvatron. All in all though, I do like this toy. Probably it's definitely the best Galvatron toy I have. A lot better than the Universe one. Not too bad. So you can see he retains his big cannon. Pretty sweet. That's of course detachable. Looking at articulation, the head movement is definitely hindered by that piece. I'm going to go ahead and stow back in there. But without it, we can rotate completely around. These pieces on the shoulders move upward. Ratchet there on the arm. Nice elbow. And this rotates here as well. Waist rotates. Legs are on some sort of, not a ball joint, but the movement here is pretty similar. Also has the knee bend and a little bit of movement in the feet due to transformation. So articulation's not too bad. Go ahead and give you guys a better look at the rest of them here. Pretty good sculpt. I do really like the sculpt. If it wasn't for that little issue with the face, then it would almost be a perfect Galvatron, at least at the price point. That being said, let's go ahead and get into transformation. So I'm going to start by removing cannon, and it just has a pegs on. I'm going to remove Titan Master. Move that up. and rotate at the waist. You want to be sure to pull this piece down before rotating. Rotate that, fold that up there. Always move these pieces up. Not sure if this is in the instructions, but I feel like it fits together better with these pieces pushed upward. We're going to come to the feet. Open up these panels, fold the robot feet in, and fold these completely into here. And there's a little peg there. Same on this foot. So then we're going to position his legs like I have them here. You can see there's a piece that pegs together there on the back. Also some little ports here to attach the Titan Masters. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay, from this point we want to hinge the legs upward into place. You'll know it's right there, or you'll feel it when it hits the right point. Same with his other leg, and then we're just going to push them both together. They don't peg in super securely. I'll fiddle with them again in a second once we get the rest of the alt mode. I'm going to fold that canopy piece for his spaceship mode back down. Move these a little bit. Then this whole section here that the arm is attached to folds downward like that. Put it to where the treads are on facing the ground, and the arm pegs into the back here. I almost forgot folding the robot hands. That will form the treads for the cannon mode. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had a small piece come popping off on me. Nothing broke, just popped out of place. So I've secured this back part here a little bit better now that I've got the rest of them in place. Got the treads facing the ground for him to stand on, and we're going to take what were his shoulder pads, move them back out for a second, and you'll see the peg hole for the cannon. We want to take his cannon. I want to take the cannon and fold this piece upwards and pull that piece back. That's going to allow it to attach here. Then we're going to fold the shoulder pieces back in, and we have his cannon mode. Alright guys, so like I said, quite a large alt mode, quite big, quite long, but very cool. I'm really happy that they decided to make Galvatron his original G1 cannon mode. It's very cool. I really like it. It's not too far off from what we saw in the movie and cartoon. So really happy with the cannon mode. There's also a third mode for Galvatron. It's a spaceship type mode, Cybertronian ship, and it's not terrible. It's decent, but I'm not going to show that in this video due to time and the fact that there's plenty of other videos showing that if you're interested. But to me, and for most of the G1 fans, this is Galvatron's alt mode. So like I said, there's some little pegs on the back where you can peg one of the Titan Masters on. We'll put Nucleon, well, let's just call him Megatron. We'll put Megatron there on the back. Pretty cool. And something else I wanted to show was the Titan Masters are also compatible with Combiner Wars buzzsaw. There's also a little peg on his back that I have Grax pegged onto. You know, it's nothing super cool, but the functionality is there. Quick size comparison. Actually, these guys are about the same length. Both pretty good size alt modes. One thing I didn't mention last time with Skull Smasher was he has some pegs on the front of his alligator arms where you can also attach Titan Master. Pretty cool. So aside from the issues with the face mask or the crest for Galvatron, whatever you want to call it, that pops out of his chest to give him the more G1 accurate head, I really like this figure, really do. So far I've got him and Skull Smasher, and like I said in the last video, I should be getting the Wave 2 Titan Masters as well as the rest of the deluxes in the mail any day now. Let's transform Nucleon back into his head mode, and we'll attach him on Skull Smasher. Alright, sorry guys, that isn't nearly as hard as I just made it look. Alright, so there's a look at Nucleon on Skull Smasher. You know, not the best fit, definitely the colors clash, but just wanted to show that they do work across the other figures in the line, you know, across different size scales. Alright guys, so that's Voyager class Galvatron, Titans Returns. Very happy with this figure. Like I said, if it wasn't for the little issue with the face, it would almost be a perfect Galvatron. Really like it though. All in all, I would recommend it if you're a G1 fan and you want your Galvatron to have the correct alt mode. As always, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.